Hello, welcome back once again. Today we have this interesting math problem. So we're given the following graph and we have a curve and also a straight line. So here 9 minus x squared is a parabola as you can see, and 3 plus x is a straight line, and they meet at one point. So that point is called their point of intersection. But what is the question here? We're going to find the area enclosed by this curve and this straight line, which is shaded blue. So let's get started. Here we need to find their intersection point. But how do we do that? So to get the intersection point, we're going to let f of x equals g of x. Okay? So by so doing, f of x here is 9 minus x squared. So this is equal to g of x is the straight line 3 plus x. Now, let us multiply both sides of this equation by -1. So each sign will change. So here, negative x squared become x squared. Positive 9 becomes -9. So this is equal to 3 becomes -3, and positive x becomes negative x. Now, let us move the terms on the left-hand side to the left-hand, on the right-hand side, to the left-hand side. So we get here x squared plus x minus 9 plus 3 is equal to 0. From here, we get x squared plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now, let's think about two numbers that their product will give us -6 and their sum will give us +1. So I'm thinking of -2 and +3, right? So therefore, x, we can write x, the second term, as 3x minus 2x. And then minus 6, this is equal to 0. From here, we factor out x here, we get x plus 3 in the bracket. We factor out -2, we get x plus 3 in the bracket. The whole of this is equal to 0. So from here, this is factorized as x plus 3 multiplied by x minus 2, and this is equal to 0. So from here, if we let x plus 3 equal 0, we get x is equal to -3. And if we let x minus 2 equal 0, we get x is equal to +2. Now, to find the area between these two curves, since we have their intersection points. So to find the area between this curve and this straight line, or the area they enclosed, we're going to use the integration method. But here, our graph uses x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2. So this will be our boundaries of integration, okay? Now, let us take note that when you have a graph, so let's say we have a graph and let's say we have a curve and a straight line. Okay, so let's say that this curve here is f of x is equal to, let's say this is equal to x squared. And let's say this straight line here is g of x is equal to, let's call it x. Now, to find the area enclosed by this curve and this straight line, we should know that our integration will take from this point of intersection to the second point of intersection. So we use integration method. Let's say this is a and this is b. So this is going to be the integral from a to b of the difference, that is f of x minus g of x dx. So this is the unique method we're going to use here. So here we know our graph uses x equals 0 to x equals 2. So therefore, the area is going to be equal to the integral from 0 to 2 of f of x minus g of x dx. So this is going to be equal to the integral from 0 to 2 of f of x here is 9 minus x squared minus g of x is 3 plus x. So we have our dx. So here we know this is going to be equal to the integral from 0 to 2. So simplifying this, we get negative x squared. So we get negative x squared minus x and then plus 6 dx. So if you integrate this, we get negative x to the power of 3 divided by 3 minus x to the power of 2 divided by 2 and then plus 6x. So we have our limit from 0 to 2. So from here, we're going to take our limits of integration. So taking our limit of integration, so remember that if x is equal to 0, the whole of this will become 0, so we just need to take 2. So that will give us area is equal to negative 2 cubed to give us negative 8 divided by 3. And here minus 2 squared is 4. 4 divided by 2 is giving us 2. And then plus 6 times 2 is giving us 12. So let's simplify this. So we need to make equal denominator. We get negative 8 by 3 minus 6 by 3 and then plus. So this should be 36 by 3. So here we just need to simplify the numerator by subtracting and adding. So this is 36 minus, that is going to be 24, right? So 36 minus 24 is giving us 22, so we get 22 divided by 3 square units. And this right over here is the correct answer. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please kindly subscribe to this channel. Also like, comment, and share.